Brought to you by Penguin.
The Expectant Dad's Survival Guide. Everything You Need to Know. By Rob Kemp. Read by Simon Darwen. For every man who has heard those two magic words, "I'm pregnant," and immediately thought of two of his own. Introduction. In the beginning. Dads aren't what they used to be. Within the space of barely a generation, the role of the modern father and the duties and attitudes expected of him have changed beyond all recognition. If you're able to, ask your own dad about his role in your birth. Ask him if he was at the birth, as in physically, alongside your mother when your head popped out. Find out if he sat through birth preparation classes during the pregnancy, or if he recalls how he felt on discovering he was going to be a dad. You'll most likely discover that he certainly didn't cut the umbilical cord that connected you to your mum. He almost definitely never took a turn in feeding expressed milk to his infant son, and he wouldn't have been seen dead strapping his newborn nipper to his chest in a fashionable yet functional papoose before heading off for a coffee morning during his paternity leave. It's not because your dad was some kind of macho D.I. Gene Hunt character, though he may have dressed that way back then. It's simply because expectant fathers weren't expected to do such things. But times have changed. If you're reading this, I'm guessing that you're about to become a father for the first time, and all of the above and a whole lot more will be expected of you. You're probably still trying to get your head around the idea. You're no doubt saying to yourself, and any mates who'll listen, that you're not ready for it. You're definitely wondering how it will affect you, and what part you're meant to play in it all. I know because I felt that way, and many of the new dads I've spoken to through my work with Father's Quarterly magazine did too. I didn't have a clue what I was meant to do. Half the time I didn't understand why my wife was acting the way she was. I certainly struggled to feel any bond or empathy with the thing growing inside her. I didn't even know if I wanted to be a dad. Even now, a few years down the line, I still have the odd day when I wonder if I'm really cut out for it all. What I felt I needed at the time, and I failed to see appear since, is some practical advice for the dad-to-be. I wanted something I could refer to in those dark, sleep-disturbed hours for some expert advice. I wanted to play my part, but I wasn't sure how to. In this book, you'll find expert tips, in the main from a male midwife and father, Melvin Dunstall, but also from obstetricians, psychologists and health and fitness specialists, plus a man who knows an awful lot about car seats. The lifelong journey that is fatherhood begins well before your child takes his or her first gulp of air outside the womb. In a world where men and women share the benefits and burdens of being joint breadwinners, the role of the modern dad has had to adapt. We're now meant to be there. We're expected to be supportive through the next 9 months, to help with vital, life-changing decisions, to grow from lad to dad, to form a bond with our unborn baby, and even have an opinion on such issues as disposable nappies or natural versus drug-assisted birth. It's daunting for sure, but it's not difficult to get up to speed on what's happening, what all the jargon means, and what you should be doing. This book is designed so you can dip into it at any point during the pregnancy and early stages of your child's life and discover all you need to know to play your role. And it's essential that you do, too. Research into the relationship between dads and their unborn babies shows that the earlier men get used to the role of responsibility, the sooner we act like dads, the more chance there is that we'll not only take to it, but that we'll hang around long enough to see the job through. The same research also shows that dads-to-be, who are armed with the facts and involved in the process from day one, are a lot less likely to suffer from depression later in life, and a lot more likely to develop a strong connection with the baby. Such evidence has led to a push, if that's the right term, among midwives and groups such as the National Childbirth Trust, a very useful charity providing expectant parents with advice, support, and access to a shed-load of quality second-hand baby gear to get fathers more involved in the pregnancy process and early childcare. Don't be surprised if the midwife appointed to look after your partner and the whole troop of health professionals that are about to enter your life seem enthusiastic for you to do your bit. Hopefully this book will ensure that when you reply to their instructions with the line, "Yeah, I know that," you won't be
Sample complete. Ready to continue?